So Greensburg, we need to talk.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum.
Hey Greensburg, if I was being honest with you, I would let you know there are a few things that I could actually complain about for Greensburg, but one of the things that I think Greensburg is pretty good at as a whole as a community, and this is going to be controversial. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with this, but the driving here in Greensburg is pretty good. Not that bad. Not the road system, I'm talking about the people on the road. Where do I get that information, and why would I say that? For all of you that are appalled that I would say that and are thinking the opposite of that, I have spent a lot of time on the road, and I have been to pretty much all of the major cities in the United States, been around all over the U.S. In fact, to get to Greensburg to raise money to come here to start this church, we traveled 100,000 miles in 1 year. So I've lived 4 years in Nashville. I have a brother that lives in D.C., and I visited him often. I lived in Springfield, Missouri, and I've been all over the United States. And I would say overall, Greensburg drivers are pretty good. But if I'm being honest with you, there is one thing that I despise about Greensburg drivers. What are you doing there, little buddy?
Hey, it's cold out there today. I'm going trick-or-treating out, and the low's supposed to be like 40 something. The high's only like 50 or something like that.
But I still think you may be a little bit overdressed for the occasion.
Whatever.
So Greensburg, we need to talk. There's this intersection here in Greensburg that I just don't understand why people don't understand it, why it can't be processed, and why there's so many people that are so bad at navigating this intersection. I'm of course talking about the intersection where 30 and Tollgate Hill Road and Gabriel Brothers and Sonic all come together there. Mainly when you are turning from Tollgate Hill Road to the left onto 30, or from the Gabriel Brothers section and then turning onto 30 from there. How the traffic works, how what lane you're supposed to keep, who yields to who, and where you're supposed to end up after the turn. It's one of the craziest things that I've ever seen. The reason it's such a big deal to me personally is because Keystone Church is just right up the hill on Tollgate Hill Road there, right off of Westview. And so every single day I drive through that intersection multiple times during the day, and every single day it blows my mind how chaotic that turning process ends up being and how little people seem to understand about how that is supposed to work. So today I just want to make a video and just explain this problem, what I think is one of the biggest problems in Greensburg, and explain how we're to work through it. And I know some of you are going to be watching this thinking this is so elementary and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense why we're talking about it, and I get it. So why don't you share this with someone else so that they can learn, because there are more people out there, I've learned, that don't know how to work this intersection or how turns work in Greensburg. And it'd be selfish of me to just think that I want to fix this problem just for me, but I'm worried about the next generation, and by that I mean my son Paxton, who you have seen on these videos. He's going to be driving one day, and I don't want him to be one of those guys that doesn't know how to work this intersection. So what we did is we set up a model just right outside our house to kind of take him through that process so that he can learn how to navigate that, so that if I can teach an 8-year-old how this intersection is supposed to work, surely this video will work in teaching other people that maybe have been driving for a long time how this intersection is supposed to work. And if we all come together and we all know this and we all share it with everybody that we can, I believe that we can start at that intersection by making the world a better place. So watch as we set this up and then try to work through it. We have created to help this process along, hopefully help fix this issue that we have here in Greensburg. We have created right here in my driveway one of the most dangerous intersections in Greensburg.
Just to kind of put this into perspective, we have Gabriel Brothers over here where Paxton is sitting. We have Walmart over here on this side.
Oh, so
this
that
is
could be
Tollgate
Walmart.
Hill Road, and this is Route 30 going in both directions. So these are all 2-lane roads, and these are single-lane roads as you're turning. And the biggest problem that you run into is how to make a left-hand turn onto 30 or how to leave over by Gabriel Brothers and then cut across to go to the other side of 30,
Here, let
whether
me-
this car yields or this car gets the right of way or whatever it is. So we're going to recreate some of the situations that could happen as we look at this model. Over where you're at is, over where you're at is Gabriel Brothers, all right? This is Route 30. I'm going to be making a turn that way on Route 30. You're going to be making a turn this way on Route 30, all right? You ready? When I say the light's going to turn green, get on your lane. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice this and see what happens, okay? You watching? All right. Ready? And green. Go. You hit me. Okay? So when I'm going, here's what you got to do. You got to picture imaginary line going across here. My imaginary line is going across here, okay?
So I'm gonna go on.
There you go. Yeah, ready? Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. And green light. There's how you do. All right, now stop. Look, stop.
Accident!
Which lane should your car go into? This one or this one? You can't turn into that one. You know why you can't turn into that one? Because this is a 2-lane road. You always maintain your lane. It stays over here. So you're going to turn and you're going to stay on this side. Here, if I'm turning from Tollgate Hill Road onto Route 30, one of the things that people do all the time is they're turning and then they cut across into this other lane. You can't change lanes. You have to turn into the lane closest to you. This is the proper turn, okay? Not this.
To stay on this lane because it's the closest lane to you. So this is the demonstration.
That's amazing. Good.
Accident! Oh no!
All right.
Call
All
the
right.
fire department, please.
Now, all right. So Paxton, you're going to be turning on to 30, and I'm going to be turning on to 30 this way. All right, ready? Green light. Okay, stop. You know why I did not go? I was supposed to go there. You know why I didn't go? You know why I didn't go? Because you didn't turn your stinking blinker on. How am I supposed to know what you're doing if you don't turn your blinker on? Turn the blinker on. Let's try that again. Ready? Reset this. Ready? And green light. Okay, now there's a nice blinker. Terrible driving, but great blinker. Great blinker. So here's the key points from this video that we need to remember in this intersection and all intersections. When you are turning, you must maintain your lane. You can't cross lanes. You can't make that turn wide. Maintain your lane. Second of all, use a blinker. Blinkers are fantastic. They let everybody know what's happening, and it gives us all a perspective. So use your blinker, maintain your lane, and then always yield to people going straight.